Libra, what is up? What's good with y'all, man? How you doing? It's time for the weekly check-in. Let's see what's going on with you for the last week of June, okay? Remember, weekly check-ins is just a quick general energetic overview. For those of you who are in need of a personal reading, all the information on how to go about doing that is in the description of this video. And I have a special announcement to make about my readings. I've added a new option for the first time in forever. I've added a new option. Now on my website, I have general readings for love and career. This is mainly intended towards those of you who say you don't know what to ask, you don't have any questions. So I've made it really simple. I got a few options that you can choose from in regards to career or love. You pick the option and I'll do the rest. It's very budget friendly and it's going to be available on my website from now on. Okay. So again, you can find all that on my website, tarotwithrich.com. Link is in the description. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see what's going on with your situation in the last week of June. What's going on with Libra's situation, universe? Last week of June. Let's see if I can pick up some info on the person you're dealing with, too. Boom, boom. Knight of Pentacles. Kind of feeling like this person is slowly inching their way towards you. Slowly. Could be an earth sign for some of you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. King of Cups reverse, though. We got the Ten of Cups here. Yeah, so this person's kind of, I don't know, man, and we got this Four of Cups here, too. So it's like they're slowly inching their way towards you, but they're not really opening up and expressing their true feelings and intentions. And honestly, with this Four of Cups here, it kind of feels like they might be being a little bit manipulative, too. A little bit hot and cold, you know, breadcrumbing you, beating around the bush, stringing you along, that type of energy. What they're really wanting is a reconciliation attempt. But they're not coming straight forward and saying it. You know, they may be doing little things to try to get your attention. If they do communicate, it may be kind of like awkward and, you know, just not straightforward, direct communication, you know, lots of hints. And, you know, when people will say something that's hinted towards something, they're trying to fish a certain response out of you and they're just beating around the bush. You know, that energy, that's what this energy looks like here. That's what it looks like. They're really trying to see if a reconciliation attempt is on the table, but they're not fully opening up and showing their true feelings. Well, let's see their true feelings. What's their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? How do they really see you? How do they really feel about you? Eight of Wands. Two more. Yeah, see, they want to reconcile. But Knight of Wands. So they're still immature, fickle, flaky, don't really know what they want, change their mind easy, you know, that kind of energy. Knight of Swords and Knight of Wands. I just don't really think this person has matured very much. I don't think so. Plus, they're scared to death. They are scared to death. Nervous as hell. You have a lot of power over this person. You know that, right? But of course, they don't want to let you know that. They want it to look like they're calm, cool, collected, like they have it all together and got everything under control. Absolutely not. No, they do not. No, they do not. Could be a Cancer for some of you. Also have Aquarius, Leo. Oh yeah, there's the Ten of Cups again. Like I said, they want to reconcile. I just don't think they're mature enough to express it. And I think they're too damn scared. Now let's see the outcome of this situation. How's this situation playing out? What's the outcome? How's it playing out? Eight of Wands again. So I think you all are going to end up in communication. Two of Coins reverse. Judgment. Man, this looks like it's moving slow as hell. Moving slow. You're probably going to keep this person at an arm's distance, which I personally think that's what you should do, but we'll get the advice here in a minute. But you're kind of keeping them at an arm's distance. I don't really think you're feeding into it. I don't think you're responding the way they want you to, you know, like I call it conversational ping pong. That's what I call it, you know, and it drives me nuts. I'm so sensitive to this when people do this, and it's just one of my biggest fucking pet peeves. You know, when somebody says something that is oh so obviously meant to trigger a certain response out of you. You know, I'll say this, and then there's the big waiting for you to say what you're supposed to say. Instead of just coming straight forward and, you know, like, boom, here's what I have to say. They ping the ball at you, then you have to ping it back. And then, you know, it's just this back and forth thing. It's like, just come out and fucking say it. I don't think you're playing that game. I don't think you're playing conversational ping pong with them, and it's making them more and more and more nervous, driving them nuts. And the Tower card. That's what I figured. It's what I figured. You know, the tension and the nervousness and the awkwardness is probably going to build and build and build and build and build and build, and then pow! All right, well, let's get the advice. Let's get the advice. What's the advice for Libra? Three of Pentacles reversed. Hang on. Why does this Nine of Swords keep coming out, dude? Okay. Well, we can't let this energy keep building. Okay. I mean, honestly, you're not at fault. So no matter what goes down, do not let this person try to flip it on you. When they're the ones being weird and not communicating directly, and they're the ones pretty much creating the tension, usually a person like that will blow up and then flip it and spin it on you like you did something wrong because they couldn't manipulate you. Don't let it get that far. Don't let it get that far. These situations are tricky. At some point, you might just want to come straight out and say it, you know? You know, just tell me what you're actually thinking. Man, these are so tricky. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out a way to help you navigate this situation without creating more karma. without creating that explosion of conflict or whatever the case may be. And that can be tricky. That can be real tricky with a person that refuses to communicate. And I say refuses because we're all grown fucking adults here. You can speak your goddamn mind, you know? And if they refuse to do that, then that ain't on you. So just do the best you can to try to avoid that. Hey, if it happens, it happens. Sometimes you have no control over that. And if it happens, if it starts to blow up, just do the best you can to clear yourself of that energy. Block them and focus on cleansing that energy. That's so important, because if you don't, that's going to weigh you down and fuck up your whole energetic pathway moving forward for the rest of 2025 and possibly even into 2026 as well. All right, let's see what's coming in for the singles. What's coming in for the singles for the last week of June? What's coming in for the singles? Ooh, got one yelling at me here. Ooh, Ace of Wands. Looks like something's coming in pretty damn quick. Hang on. Could be a fire sign headed your way for some of you. Ooh, and the Chariot. This is going to be quick. This is going to, oh, and the Fool card. This is going to surprise you. This is going to catch you by surprise. This is going to catch you off guard. Yeah, this is going to catch you off guard. Damn it. But we got the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords both reversed. Again, somebody gaslighting you, playing mind games with you, or so it may seem, because we also have the Two of Swords here. So remember, the first spread is just a general energetic overview. So there is the possibility that you could just be perceiving it that way. And that, hey, let's remain open here. That happens sometimes. If you're up in your head and you're overthinking shit and your thoughts are getting the best of you, maybe they're not gaslighting you. Maybe they are communicating directly and your thoughts are just making it more complicated than it is. I don't know yet. Just that's the way it appears. Okay, so you're a little bit nervous about this. Yeah, okay. Could be a Cancer for some of you. Also have Aquarius, Aries. Two Aries cards here. Okay. Well, let's just cut to the chase and see what their true feelings, energies, and intentions are. What's their true feelings? What's their true intentions? What's this person's true feelings and intentions? Page of Wands reversed. Maybe a little bit immature. Little bit immature here. Well, okay, so nah, I don't think, well, never mind, here we go. We got the King of Swords reversed. Well, okay, so it took a while for that card to come out. Is there a little bit of poor communication? A little bit, yeah. I think the main thing is that they're trying too hard. I think it's what it is. They're trying a little bit too hard. They're scared. They're nervous. They don't want to say the wrong thing. You know, so that energy can so easily knock things over the edge. So I think, though, at the deepest level, they really do have good intentions. They're just nervous and they're trying too hard. So, yeah. I don't think they're bad, though. Let's see how the situation plays out for the first 30 days. How's it playing out for the first 30 days? Two more shuffles. Two more. Star card reversed. Oh, shit. That's what I figured. That's what I thought. So that energy, man, I'm telling you, that energy can so easily spiral out of control, dude. You may as well be lighting a cigarette next to a bucket of gasoline. I mean, it's so risky. It's so risky. Because like I said, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not saying that you're right either. I'm not saying they're an innocent little angel, but I'm also not saying that they're a bad person. I'm just saying that that energy, when somebody is nervous and anxious and they're trying too hard, well, first of all, that's fucking annoying. Come on. We all get irritated by that energy. But it's really easy, especially if you're sensitive to energies, to throw your guard up, be like, whoa, what is going on with this person, right? And then when you throw your guard up, in their mind, that validates what they're nervous about. So that makes them even more nervous. So their energy intensifies. And then when their energy intensifies, your guard going up intensifies. And it just turns into this cycle that just keeps building and building and building, and then pow! Doesn't last long. Doesn't take long. All right, well, let's get the advice then. What's the advice? Hangman. Okay. Emperor. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. All right. So look, check out what we got here. The Hangman, the Temperance, the Knight of Pentacles. So this is all about taking things slow. Now, again, I know that energy can be annoying. I mean, it might be a little bit flattering at first. I get that, you know, but it doesn't take long before that energy gets annoying. You know, after you've been around me long enough to know that there ain't nothing to worry about, you being nervous now is just getting on my fucking nerves. We've been talking, you know, there's nothing to be nervous about. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not, you know, you're cool. You're good. You can be you. You can be you around me. I'm not going to bite you. And then, but once they keep that energy up, then it gets annoying, you know? So I would just say, do the best you can to try to make sure that this person knows it's all good. It's all good. You can be you around me. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and open up and be me first. That really helps. Really, really helps. I'm going to go ahead and open up and let you know a little bit about me. I ain't no fucking perfect human. I got flaws. I got demons I'm battling. I got red flags. I got trauma that I'm still healing. It's all good. I've done stupid shit in the past that I'm embarrassed of. I've made dumb mistakes. That's cool. Hopefully, I'm not saying that they're just going to let their guard down overnight, but you should feel that energy starting to subside, you know, hopefully. If it doesn't, though, then that's when we got a problem. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. I would dedicate the first month to that. Or, hey, some of you may be sitting there thinking, I don't even want to fuck with that. Okay, well then don't. Don't then. You don't have to. You You don't have to. If you really just would rather not, because you shouldn't have to. If you would rather not deal with that annoying, awkward weirdness when you're first getting to know somebody, then don't. Just tell them, all right, hey, I don't think we're a vibe. I don't think it's happening. It's all good. But, yeah. All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Libra family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, the information for personal readings is in the description. And for those of you who missed the memo, I have an announcement about my readings. I now have a new option on my website. I'm now offering general readings, general career and love readings. Now, what that means is, for those of you who don't know what to ask, you don't know what to say. You know, I hear that all the time. I don't have any questions. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to ask. Okay, cool. I have a list of options that you can pick from. You pick the option that fits your situation, and I'll do the rest. Okay? So they're very budget friendly, and they're going to be on my website from this point forward. Okay? The link is in the description. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.